you as a guy who, you're 27 years old, you've been in the league now for 7 years, you've established yourself as this key defensive guy. I'm curious what your goals are, or whether you would see yourself in a top six, whether that would be viewed as a promotion to you, or just, for a guy who, has filled the sheet in junior, but has kind of made his name for himself offensively, if a top six position would be viewed as a promotion.
I don't know. I kind of view my role and my minutes, individually and collectively as, someone's got to take on that responsibility. You can't just, have 12 guys that are filling the stat sheet every night. You need guys to go out there, defend, play in your own end, take key draws, kind of things like that. So, I think the minutes I get and, the role I have on this team is, something I've embraced and something I enjoy doing. And, it's always nice to chip in offensively. And, I'm on a bit of a run here, but, I think kind of the makeup of our team, I view what I do as important. And, if I can continue just providing some secondary scoring, that's great.
We'll go next to Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Adam, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Adam, it looks like there's going to be some changes in the lineup out there, or in the lines anyways. Going the way that you are, though, and you've been open to playing with different players in the past, but going the way you are, what do you think the importance is right now of your line staying intact?
You know what, I think lines change day to day. We have to be flexible. You look at teams that have been impacted by COVID absences. You look at, teams losing guys to injury and stuff, and, kind of just be able to adapt to who you're playing with. And, I think over the years, kind of, I've been comfortable playing with, several guys, obviously, for the most part playing with Copper a lot. And, a few years ago, pretty much Copper and Rusty and things like that. But, being able to play with everyone, I think, the way our line's playing right now, it's, we're going to try and continue that. And you look at kind of, the changes that, you saw in practice today. That could last a period, it could last a game, could last several months. So who knows? I think it's just important that whoever you're put with, you try and kind of get up to speed. You try and get comfortable, with their style of game and try and complement them as best you can. So and when you're thrown out there on the ice, you guys put each other in a position to be successful.
We'll go next to Kelly Moore from CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
I'm glad I'm sitting in the comfort of my home office, Adam, when I ask you about this, but replay that shorthanded breakaway, if you will. Did you have kind of a decision made in your mind on what you were going to do, and it just kind of went a foul on you at the end, or can you replay?
Well, yeah, I think I have a fairly good idea what I was going to do. And, I think on the fake, I had him beat, and it just rolls off my stick, obviously. I would have liked to capitalize on that, but, sometimes that's the way hockey works is, you kind of miss some grade A opportunities. It was unfortunate, I wasn't able to get a shot off. I think that's a big, important part of the game right there. It brings us back to within a goal there. And, unfortunately, I stick handled it right to the corner.
We'll go next to Paul Friesen from the Winnipeg Sun. Go ahead, Paul.
Adam, 4 against Calgary now. How long is it going to take for this to start looking and feeling like another playoff series?
Yeah, it's going to be unique. I think, I think that it's going to depend on how the games play out. If a team gets, a couple early wins, you're going to think the other team's going to start being a little chippier, and realizing how important every game is in this division, and, realizing how important the points are. I think, we are real familiar with how they play and the style dating back to our playoff series and, playing the first game of the year. And we know what style a game they play when they're successful. They're big, they're physical, they're abrasive, they're on the puck. And, it's going to be important that we match that, and, we match their intensity, we match their speed, and, kind of let that, the play dictate kind of the feel of the next 4 games.
And final question to Jeff Hamilton from the Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, and I'm just staying on that kind of playoff theme. You know, when you in a regular season, you're used to getting on a plane or going to practice and studying a new opponent right away. Do you take the same approach as the playoffs where it comes to film and adjustments, and does it change kind of the way you guys obviously attack a game?
Yeah, I think it changes. You're able to make some adjustments game to game. Whether they had some success doing a certain thing against something in your structure that you're doing, you kind of try and combat that with a bit of minor tweak and things like that, and you start to really get to know the style of play of kind of each line. Sometimes you won't see a team for a month or two, whereas here we see a team 4 times in a week. So you start to get real comfortable with the style of game they're going to play. Start to know where their pressure points are going to be, where they're going to pressure you from on the ice, and the things that you can do to be successful against that style of play. So it is certainly unique. I think you kind of get a lot more comfortable with what you see on the video, knowing that you can implement it the next day or in a couple of days. And it does present a different opportunity. You have some success against them the one night, they're going to come out and they may make some changes, and you kind of have to adapt on the fly. So it provides a unique opportunity for sure.